What is up, everybody? Welcome. Oh, you guys can't even hear me, can you? Or barely, maybe. Probably should bring the mic on over here. Hey, what's up, everybody? Glad you're here. How's it going? I hope you guys are having a good night. I am obviously running a little bit late. Just barely got to eat a little bit of dinner here, finishing it up. I've been working on my house all day. What started as let's redo the floors has ballooned into let's go ahead and repaint some rooms. Okay, let's also redo some of the lighting. Well, there's this wall. It should be an accent wall, so let's go ahead and just make that an accent wall. Well, that means we got to do some extra trim work. You know what I mean? So there's the day has not been boring, I guess would be the way to put it. But we're here now. Sorry for the late start. We're jumping back into Beast of Reincarnation. A highly controversial game, it turns out. I guess I'm one of the only early reviewers that really enjoyed the game. I think it's considerably better. It's not just like some people are saying, oh, it's pretty good, but you know, not the best. It's like a lot of people are like, yeah, the game's not that good, or mid, or you know, something like that. Whereas I'm over here like, this is a pretty peak experience. Is it perfect? No. Is it like the best game ever? No. Is it gonna unthrone Elden Ring? No, it won't do that. But I feel like it's friggin' awesome. I mean, I think it's a really good game, but you know, everybody has their own opinion. No hate on anybody who doesn't like it, for sure. Apparently I've been paid to give it a good review. So yeah, Game Freak went and found the dude with 6,000 subscribers to give him a boatload of cash so that he would say nice things about the game. Makes a lot of sense. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Dovahkiin, what's up, dude? How are you? It goes on sale. Yeah, I don't blame you for waiting for a sale. Look, you waiting for a sale is not a bad strategy for any game. Save a little money, especially, you know, with the game having mixed reviews. You can't tell as a viewer if it's something that you would really like or not. You know, it kind of calls it into question a little bit. So I definitely understand waiting for a sale. Not alone, man. I'm here with you, liking the game. Hey, we got one. Thought we were here crapping. What's up, Mike? Yeah, well, a lot of people are. This has turned out to be when I was playing through it, I honestly did not expect this to be like a thing that I would be an outlier on. I thought it'd be pretty well received across the board. I was definitely wrong about that. What's the score? What's up, dude? I don't know what's more of a headache, painting your house or flooring. I hate both. Painting. I would rather lay flooring. Honestly. I've done a lot more painting in my life than I have flooring. Maybe that's why I'm like kind of bored of it, I guess. Because one of my first jobs when I was young was a painter. So, yeah, so I'm kind of burnt out on painting. I'm probably better at painting than I am at anything else, but I don't really enjoy it. For flooring, though, especially if it's just laying vinyl, like the click together vinyl stuff, that I don't mind, because it goes pretty fast, and you know, I don't mind the work. It can be entertaining. Give me a good set of knee pads and I can get a lot done. Don't clip that. That's not a clip. You don't clip those. No, that's not a clippable moment. Anyway, so a little disclaimer: if you're trying to avoid spoilers, something happened that has caused a little bit of a problem. Okay. At the end of yesterday's stream, I forgot to save, and in this game, if you don't have a manual save, the auto saves are shared across all of your playthroughs. So after I got off stream, I jumped over to my other playthrough and kept playing some more. And it auto-saved over all my saves, and now that entire playthrough that we did yesterday is no more. Finito. So, we're gonna have to just start off where we're just gonna have to just jump over to the other playthrough I have going and just play through from that point, which, you know, it's quite a bit further into the game. So if you're trying to avoid spoilers and, you know, you're looking for like a fresh experience when you jump in, you might want to tune out of this one, because we're gonna be starting fairly far into the game and continuing on. So just keep that in mind. Beavis, what's up, dude? How are you? How's it going? How's it going? So that is your spoiler warning as of now, because we are about to jump over. We do have a news break to cover. Oh, also I think we died. Was it 2? I think we only died once last stream. You love it too? Hey, we got another one. We got another one. I'm not crazy. Yeah, I'm very surprised at the reception of this game, but it's really good. I really enjoy it anyway. Alright, so we got a pretty nasty mob of enemies over here to deal with. Chill music. I will say I watched a lot of the reviews. Like, I watched Cowboy's review and a couple others as well, and they bring up some good points. Some of them I agree with and even mentioned in my review. I think the main difference is that for them, some of those issues were big issues, and to me, they just weren't that big a deal, you know? Which is just that kind of different perspectives thing, you know? Different people like different things, care a lot about different kinds of things, you know? Just finished the second boss and I'm enjoying it. Probably my only thing I really wanted was more music and outfits. Nonetheless, it's enjoyable. Yeah, there are problems with the game. That's one of them. I don't really care about the lack of outfits. The outfits, like the way the character looks, doesn't make a huge deal to me, because it's just not something I super care about, if that makes sense. But I will say the more music thing is a valid complaint. I think that the tracks that it does have are good, but it also needs more, you know, because they can get repetitive over time. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Alright, we gotta be careful how we handle these dudes. Assessing parrying, it seems that you don't have to face your enemy to register a parry as long as the timing is good, which is the right way to do it. If you are going to gank your players with multiple enemies in a parry based game, you better give them the ability to parry no matter where the enemy is. If it's behind you, on the side of you, in front of you, it should not matter, because if you're going to put them in a position where they have multiple attacks coming at them from multiple different directions, it feels very unfair if you can only parry the one that's in front of you. You should only have to focus on the timing. That's how it should go. I've heard mixed reviews. Is it worth it? In my opinion, it is. Now, my opinion seems to be an outlier. Most people I've seen are saying it's kind of mid. I have the opposite opinion. I think it's peak. I think it's one of the best games that's released this year. But I will tell you, that's kind of a niche opinion, apparently. Let me do this real fast. Oh, Jesus. We got the custom MTK mug here, boys. Looky there. Delicious. Your drink tastes 50% more delicious in that cup. I think we're gonna hit this spear, dude. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's hit the spear, dude. Hopefully he'll die. Oh, I can't believe we got a backstab on all these dudes. Now this dude's gonna... He died? I thought for sure he was gonna get back up. He's an elite enemy. That was crazy. The Mattack cup? That's right. My mom made that for me, actually. Sometimes the boss, if you're to the side of them, you can't parry them. I agree with Matt. It's definitely worth it. It's a solid 7.5 to 8. That's a fair rating. I feel like that's a fair rating. I put it as like a low A tier game, like an A tier game. If I was gonna do like a scale out of 10, I would probably say 8 to maybe 8.5. I think it's slightly better than an 8. Really good. Like, to me, that's a really good game. You love Sekiro? Then you'll definitely, yeah, this is for Sekiro fans, you know. Get rid of him. You guys will get to see my Thunder God build here. We got the Tempest sword. This sword just shreds enemies with shock damage. We're female Thor right now. Arnold's nice. We are remodeling our house to sell. A lot of work. I don't want to do it again. I don't blame you. Yeah, dude. There's nothing that makes you never want to remodel again like remodeling. Once you do it, you're done, you know. See if we can go over here. I think there's a little cave over here we can find. So I said OSTs are not that cryptic as much as the other Souls likes in this game. I did tile back in the day and hated working with slate. It looks nice but falls into pieces. Yeah, slate tile is a nightmare a lot of the time. And getting it, you know, transporting it and getting it places without cracking it and stuff is also retarded, you know. Are you sure it's not a 6-7? It's a double 6-7, which under the new math is basically an 8.5. Oh my god. Okay, thank god. We're about to lose all that progress right there. Mortal Shell is too close for me to no life this. I don't blame you on that. Look, as much as I love Beast of Reincarnation, if you had a gun to my head and you made me choose between playing this and playing Mortal Shell 2, I would still pick Mortal Shell 2, even though all I've played of Mortal Shell 2 is the beta and I have the full game of this. I would still pick Mortal Shell 2 because that's how good the beta was to me. Meet the butterflies. The elites in this game gave me Neo PTSD. That is very true. That was one of the things I feel like they messed up on too. Is the bosses are too easy, and the elite enemies are way too hard. It's a flip-flop of the game. You walk into a boss fight and you can beat them in like 2 to 3 tries usually, even on the hardest difficulty. You run up against some of these elite enemies and it's going to take you 5 or 6 tries just to get past them. Plus they have, you know, their little cronies around them. I think they messed up the balancing on that. Well, look at these sluts. Is he still over there? There was... Oh, he's not there this time. There was a guy over here last time. Holy Jesus. We're gonna have to plan this route very carefully, because those are some pretty tough enemies down there. And Sekiro is a good example, and I love that game. Sekiro having no outfits and limited weapons. Yeah, you can make a great game that could be better, you know? Sekiro is an S-tier game to me. But even Sekiro has certain things I would change if I could. Like the lack of outfits. I mean, there are a few, but not that many. The lack of weapon variety. The lack of build variety. Now, Sekiro wasn't shooting for any of that, and that's okay, but it doesn't change the fact that I would like those things in the game if I could have them. I'm gonna hide in the grass real fast. This is not an area where we want to mess around. Go ahead and grab this dude. Okay. If you kill him in the grass, are you still findable? I guess not. Alright, who else is down here? Hopefully that kills him. Alright, now we can just 1v1 this bro, I think. I don't think he has anybody else around him. Oh, Thunder God! Blew him up, Koo. Blew him off. Blew him off. That's what... I don't know how... Maybe we should pick a different way to say it. I don't know. Custom mug from Matt. Will we see a Bella Daphne type merchandise in the near future? Saucy. Who's Bella Daphne? I don't know who that is. Maybe I'm too old. Brother, appreciate you streaming this. I'm picking up my copy this week. What are your thoughts on if you had a chance to see the trailer of a Souls-like in development? Project Rabbit. Kind of Liza P vibes in the trailer. Yeah, so I have watched the trailer for Project Rabbit. And it blew my mind. And I almost orgasmed. That's my thoughts on it. Is that specific enough for you, or do I need to go in depth? Like how many pulses or something? Okay. Sounds like a pre-order. I would say so. I think they earned my pre-order. I'll tell you that. Looks great. I'm definitely yeah. Project Rabbit could release a paid demo and I'd probably buy it. That's how much of a simp I am for Lies of P type of games. Give it to me. Oh, fertilized egg. We get another chicken, boys. I love chicken. Oh, we got some platforming here. So we gotta not get hit by the windmill. I really need my hair to get out of the way. Woo! No! Okay, alright. Holy crap, that was scary. I thought we were about to get like reset or something. Thank God. That was close. That was close. I don't know the words, but I know the tune very well by now. All right, give me some of that. It's quite good. I agree with you. Hey, this is the Glazer. This is the Glazer zone in here. If you love this game, this is where you hang out. No Beast of Reincarnation hate around here. Dovahkiin, thanks for the super chat, buddy. I know it's too early for a Matt rant, but did you see my super chat? I sent it last night. How do you balance gaming stream with family? I have 9 months old and it's rough. I did see that. I kind of forgot. I saw it right as I was ending the stream, like after I'd already clicked the button, and I was like, okay, I got to remember to talk about that tomorrow. I'm sorry you had to super chatted again to remind me. You could have just mentioned it, but anyway. All right. Well, so first off, let me just be honest with you, okay? Because I try not to just build myself up into something I'm not and portray an image to you guys that is like fake or whatever. I have a lot of room to grow in this area. I'm not like the perfect person when it comes to balancing work life. I think I probably fall too much on the side of working a lot of the time, and I do a lot of things that maybe I shouldn't do, or maybe I do too much of them. You know, I've been that way my whole life. I'm kind of addicted to the grind, you know. It's just like who I am. But I will say through trial and error, I've gone through a lot of different stages in life and in streaming, and I've kind of settled into a sweet spot now. We used to stream 6 days a week. We used to stream 6 days a week, 2 to 3 hours every stream. Sunday was my only day off, and it was Monday through Saturday. And, you know, and my wife she came to me and she's like, hey, you know, I think this is too much. You know, we're not seeing enough of you, you know, that kind of thing, you know. So I think the first thing is you have to be open and listen to the people around you, because if you're the kind of person to overwork or dive into something and forget about what you left behind, you're gonna be blind to your shortcomings a lot of the time, and it's the people around you that love you that will be able to recognize those things and help you to see them. But if you're closed off and you don't listen, then you're gonna miss it, and it is, you know, it's gonna end up hurting you and those around you more than likely. So listen is number one. Number two would be, I would say, at least 2 days off. You need at least 2 days off. So like right now, we don't stream on Wednesdays, Saturdays, or Sundays. And that schedule for me has figured out to be, or I figured it out that it's kind of the sweet spot for me, right? Because I get we got 2 days on, and then I get a day off where I can just chill. I can be with my kids, be with my family. We got another 2 days ahead, and then I got the weekend to recharge, and we do it again, right? So that seems to be working really well. But I would say at least 2 days, maybe 3 days. You know, you need to have time to do things with your family, to be with your wife, to go out on a date, to blah, 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 right? That's important. And then the other thing I would say, balancing work, streaming, or just work in general. I would say be the next big thing, probably the last thing I would say, is be very conscious of what deserves the time you have. So in other words, like, I make money from doing this, right? So putting extra time into it makes sense to a certain degree, because it helps provide for my family. But before I was making money from it, I didn't work quite as hard at it, coming on the way to it, if that makes sense. Because you can't overwork something if it's not providing a benefit for you, because it may turn into something and it may not, right? And you have to be very careful to not fall into that, you know, 35-year-old in your parents' basement, still working on that dream that you know is gonna work out one day, when you should have just went and got a job 15 years ago. You know what I mean? So you have to be careful not to fall into that trap, but you also have to balance that with putting in the amount of work it takes to get where you want to go, which is a very hard line to walk. And that's where I would say I still don't have it figured out, is figuring out what is going on, you know? So, or figuring out exactly how much to put into it. So that's the long, drawn out answer to your question. Is I'm not the best at it, but I'm trying, and I've learned a couple things, essentially. Wolong 2, I love, dude. Wolong 2 is another one. I played, man, and it's amazing. It can be appealing to all people. I let my sister try, and she doesn't play games besides Spider-Man, GTA, and it's simple, but it's just enough of cool to be peak. Hey, Kanio's on board too. We got another, See, I'm not crazy. It's a good game. The combat is mad satisfying. The hair root system is really unique. Yeah, that is true. The hair root system is unique. It kind of stole the little grapple from Sekiro, but I don't hate that. But the combat is the best part of the game, though. Bella is that chick who sold her bat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys want me to bottle some of my shower steam? I'll put it in the merch store that doesn't exist right now. Nomad, take my money. Remember, I'm Cowboy's secret editor. You are not. Don't troll me, okay? Don't troll me. I know you're just joshing. How much does this pay? Well, it's different for everybody, right? It's based off of views, and I'm on multiple different platforms. So, like, I make money from Facebook, I make money from YouTube. There's a platform called Jester that I post, and I make money for that. So I have like multiple sources that come in. So like, and it fluctuates because some months you get more views, some months you get less views. I think this month I'll make around $800, I think. And then last month I made like 400, you know, so it changes a lot. And a lot of that's because of Dovahkiin. He's a goat with the support here. Sucks this game is still kind of a joke when it comes to difficulty. I mean, you only have one death. I do only have one death, that's true. And it does need to be a little harder on the hardest difficulty. This is true. I think Beast has the best verticality design since Shadow of the Erd Tree. That is another good point, yes. The verticality in this game is something to be admired. Recovery boost. Let's grab that. Get that all the way upgraded. Streaming should be secondary thing until you're big enough for it to be a main job. Yeah, exactly. You can't get lost in the grind and, you know, forget your other responsibilities to your job, your family, you know. I work full time. I have 4 kids with 1 on the way. I have a wife. We've been married 11 years. You know, I go to church. Like, there are so many things that I can't let my desire to succeed drive me into something that would make this more of a hindrance than a help, if that makes sense. It's definitely dependent on your spouse, but in my experience, it's give and take. If you provide a life financially and help around the house, it makes things easier. That's 100% true. Your wife will be a lot more accepting of your hobbies or your side gigs that you're trying to turn into something if you live a life of support and love and help her as much as you can. But if all you do is focus on yourself and trying to succeed in your dreams, and then you expect her to just sit there and support you the whole time while you have no regard for anything other than what you want, it's not gonna go well. That is not a good way to be. Facebook pays? Yes, yeah, it pays. Yeah. You can earn money on Facebook. Pretty much all social media platforms you can make money off of now. I'm Marakota, what's up? Novokin contributing like 90% of your monthly revenue. He's getting up there, that's for god dang sure. And it is much appreciated. Oh, that's on the other side, I bet, yeah. Why is everybody hating on this game? I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't think it's anything malicious. I think different people have different opinions and they like different things. So I'm not saying that, you know, they're intentionally hating on it with some kind of agenda. But I don't know, to me, the things that a lot of the other reviewers are bringing up as issues, a lot of them are legitimate issues. It's not that they're not. It's just, to me, they're not that big a deal. This is the main thing. How many hours does Beast take to complete? According to the developer, it's a 30 to 40 hour main campaign with 50 hours for completionists. Ooh, some new drip. Well, it's not really drip because it won't change anything, but hey, let's go. Spirit slot 6. That's better than, it's the same as my floral wraps with the same enemy awareness, so we can still be sneaky. And it has flame and lightning resistance plus a higher defensive rating. Dance attire is goated. Let's go. I love this game. I've beaten Hellpoint and Dolmen. I've played Hell... No, I haven't beaten... I played Hellblade. Or Blade... Yeah, I think it's called Hellblade. The kind of sci-fi Souls-like. I haven't beaten that one, though. I didn't like it a ton. Might get Crimson now. Moon. Now I know it's $20. Yeah, we're going to talk about that on the news break. They announced the release date and the price for Crimson Moon. Having kids brings the most purpose-driven life possible. Said it best. Actor from Better Call Saul. Maybe a vid to watch at the end. I'm open to it. I'm open to it. But yes, kids not only gives you a greater purpose in life, but they also drive you to be a better man because you are forced to be selfless. And that's something I think everybody, well, you should be forced to be selfless. There are plenty of parents that are not, but having a wife and kids forces you to focus on something other than yourself, which I think is healthy for everyone, regardless of age, religion, or belief. So when are we getting a great sword in this game? Unfortunately, never. Unless they do a DLC. Which, hey, give us one, Game Freak. Let's see. We'll upgrade that one next. I'm actually gonna... Novocaine, thanks for the super chat, bud. Again, by the way. Wait, here's a bribe to watch it. Why I'm jealous of young parents. Okay. Yeah, we'll watch it on the news break. Your wish is my command. I'm gonna try this sword out. I just got it last night. So we're gonna give it a try. I was so excited to play the game yesterday, but I heard a lot of bad comments today. Have you played it yet? Holy God! Oh, I shouldn't have ran through the fire. That was dumb. At least an Odachi? Bro, that would be awesome. If they did like a DLC with an Odachi, I would play the F out of that. Oh yeah! I just got this new ability where every time I do an execution, Ku executes another enemy. Legit. Yeah. Bye for now. Holy God! Run. I know what to do. Oh God, I think I'm about to just fall off. All right, we reset. We gotta hurry up. We gotta hurry up. About to get effed. All right, hold up. We can probably sneak in here. Never mind. They can see us. They can smell us, I think. Oh my God, he's still hitting us. Woo! Got a little dicey there for a second. Like the samurais with poison can two-shot you. I played it slow and explored all the places. It's the first map before going underground and just chill. It's hard sometimes and so easy others. Yes, it has crazy difficulty spikes. Like you'll be going along, like chilling and just kind of myrtleizing everything around you. And then you hit this one dude and he's like, not today. You can do that on those other guys, but not over here, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you get stuck, that's another cool thing they did. If you get stuck like I did under that bridge, they just automatically reset your position. So you never get stuck and then have to like quit out and come back in at who God knows where, you know what I mean? Where was the shrine? The shrine's up there. Okay, how do we need to get up there? Oh, we're hungry. Gotta eat some foodie food. Full sensor. There it is. We're full now. Delish. Love Wulong 1 and can't wait for the sequel. Same boat here. In fact, in 2027, we're gonna do a Wulong run leading up to Wulong 2, and it's gonna be friggin' peak. We streamed a little bit of Wulong a couple months ago, and I'm eager to get back to it. Wonder. Let me see. What games are you planning to play, like in the future? We got Mortal Shell 2, the Neo 3 DLC. Let's see if I can make it. Nope. I could not make it. Silk Song DLC is supposed to be sometime this year. We're gonna try Blood of the Dawnwalker, I think. The Dusk Bloods, of course. We're gonna try out the Elden Ring Tarnished Edition content when it releases. We'll try that out. And we might try Dusk Fade. It's an indie kind of hack and slash Soulsy game that's releasing this month. We might just try it out. Onimusha, Way of the Sword. We're gonna play that one. And there's probably and Valor Mortis. We're gonna play Valor Mortis too. That looks friggin' peak. And I played the demo and I loved it. I have to play. Yes, verticality in this game is like one of those feelings if you like Stellar Blade or Sekiro. Hidden spots, very fun like other Souls. Yeah, the exploration is one thing I feel like they did really well in this game. Which was, I think, something that Cowboy didn't like that much. Which was weird because it's the exact opposite for me. I love the exploration in this game, and I think it's very well rewarded with the cooking ingredients and the various other things you find. Critics are sore losers. Look, I don't hate on anybody for their opinion. I mean, I hate on IGN sometime, but where the F did that come from? Well, we already got the shrine, so F that. We're just gonna move on. Yeah, I don't hate on anybody for their opinion, but you know, mine just differs. You know, I love the game, and others didn't, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm no hate. I have to beat Silk Song, but I can't get myself to continue. Oh, why not? What's holding you back? You follow the blue mist, you're just doing the main story, but not really missing anything but a few hard robots and chests. Seems like there's a lot. Are you going to stream the Duskbloods playtest, or are you scared to get in trouble with Nintendo? Yeah, no, I can't stream it. I'm not gonna do that. I want them to like me, or else what if they don't let me play it? If they ban me? Let's go Tarnished. Tarnished Edition. We're gonna try it and see what they have. Defeat every enemy. Oh, something tells me this is gonna be harder than a lot of the boss fights. We're gonna run that heavy knight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he looks like a pushover. Alright, maybe I was wrong. Alright, no, I was right. Oh my god. Get rid of that one. Yeah! Oh, that thing is so amazing. Q's double execution is a game changer. Oh my god, I missed it. Sure, we'll hit him with the seeds. Look at us go to work. Is that all of them? W. A W. Tarnished Edition is just to milk more money out of Elden Ring. I mean, yeah. I get that would be why they sell the game, you know. And it's like, why go to Switch 2 if you're not trying to earn more money or onto Switch? So yeah, I don't disagree with you. I just don't think there's a problem with that. I love the fact that my bald brother from the YouTube channel Gaming back in the day is on the team developing Crimson Moon. Is he really, bro? You have a brother who's developing Crimson Moon? Is this the truth? You say what y'all want. I think a lot of people will wait for a discount and buy it, and it will be loved. Oh wait, we got 4, 2, 3, 5. Oh. Talking about Beast will be bought by a lot on discount, and that's okay. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely okay to buy it on discount, but I do think you're right. I think that similar to, let's see, what's a game that this happened to? I think that perhaps I don't know, it's hard to even think of a game to compare to this, really. I think a lot of people will wait for a sale, they'll buy the game, and then they'll realize that it's a lot better than people are making it sound, right? I think that is true. Now that's because I love the game, and I think that a lot of the reviews, in my opinion, don't do it justice. But that's just how I feel. Finally. This sword's not bad. I think I missed my thunder wave. So all the enemies are robots or what? No, they're not all robots. So what happened in this game is a blight that comes from the Beast of Reincarnation that is like this super powerful entity. And it's spreading a blight through the world that is infecting all the living creatures and overgrowing the cities and turning all the living creatures into vicious beasts called malefacts. And so when this blight started to ravage the world, humanity devised a scheme to remove their soul and place it in robots to be able to survive the blight. Well, in doing so, their souls eventually started to deteriorate inside those robots, and eventually, once their soul deteriorates enough, that they lose control and go mad, and they attack, and then they start attacking everything, right? So they're called golems. So those golems are humans that have transferred their souls in an effort to survive, and have gone mad because their soul is deteriorating. That's the story behind it. Matt, did you hear about Wu Chang 2? So stoked that we get another game from the same developer. I did, yes. Jermaine, yeah, I actually put out a video about that the other day, a little short, And yeah, we covered it on the news break, and it's freaking peak. But I just keep saying, we have Wu Chang saved. Let's go ahead and save Kazan now. That's what we need next. Love the content. I love Sekiro. Thanks. Is this dude gonna attack me too? No, but that dude is. Watch. So far, where the robots are harder to handle than it looks, the controls are good. I can be mass, which is the best part. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the controls. Like, the controls are not finicky to me at all, but that was something I feel like Cowboy had a problem with too. Game Freak was like, Power World is kicking our tail. Let's add swords and a dodge and no Pokemon. That's as a desperate attempt to survive the onslaught of Pal World. Gaming YouTube has stepped away to pursue making video games. He covered Monster Hunter Worlds back in the day. So is he your brother though? There's a problem with that. They need to stop with the Elden slop. Yeah, it's a good game, but it's too much. I don't know. I think if they announced Elden Ring 2, everybody would go crazy. I don't think that. I think slop is way overused these days. Give me some Elden slop. Give me some more things like Elden Ring. I'll take it. I'll lap up that slop, no problem. Clankers be clank, exactly. Check out your vid, bro. Thank you. Wu Chang forever. Yeah, it's just a little short talking about how the game has been saved, so it's not like a super like in-depth new info type of thing. Yeah, you like that? Ah, I'm trying to jump over him. I feel this is a little too easy on hard mode. I agree with you. That is one thing. It's easy, except every now and then you hit a part that's really hard, like an enemy encounter. But it gets even easier the farther you go, because you unlock so many different abilities and skills and stuff. You can just start melting things, as you see me doing right now. I think Cowboy had a problem with the whole game. I watched his review and he was cussing for 10 minutes straight. Yeah, I watched his review too, and he definitely seemed like weirdly emotionally invested in it. Almost like he was really wanting it to be good and was excited for it, and then got mad when it didn't fulfill his expectations. It's kind of the vibe I got from him. Oh wait, is there something I can do here to enhance the hand? It's a great game, but bosses have just 1 to 3 hit sets. That is another thing I feel like they could have. Deeper move sets, and maybe not having you fight the same bosses as much as they do, as they run away a lot and then you find them later and fight them again, you know. Kazan will be saved. It's too good of a game and to let die, and there are more developers than I can count. I hope you're right, bro. I mean, to me it's a no-brainer. It has a pretty strong following, and I feel like if you were to if a publisher was to take that game and announce a Kazan 2, I think that it would have a very strong support from the fan base. I don't know what was happening there. I was kind of getting camera effed. Let's hit him with the seeds. Now that attack is so freaking strong, bro. He just got shocked to death. I was all prepared for his attack string and he got shocked by Ku. Poked him with a battery. Elden Ring 2 wouldn't be slop though. Why would it not be? Like, what's the difference between that and the Elden Ring Tarnished Edition? Not my brother, as much as you want an early copy of the game. I see you scheming. Hey, okay. Can you blame a man for trying? Can you blame can you blame a guy for trying? Come on now. Do agree with Cowboy? You agree with Cowboy? I feel bad for the Kazan devs. Hopefully they get saved like Wu Chang. I hope so. I had my problems with Kazan, you know. I was very honest, and in my review of that game, you know, I had my share of criticisms, but it's, even with what I thought was wrong with it, it's just too good of a game to just let die. It doesn't deserve that. I was excited for the sequel because I feel like they could fix a lot of those things. Can you show us the weapon move set? Well, so you unlock different combos as you progress through the game, but like your basic one is that. You have a 2 and then you can hit that. And then there's 3 and you can hit this. And then that one. I can also jump up and go down for a big splash and then a boom like that. You can do a single shot and stand still and then hit that and then boom that. And that's not even all of them. Like, there's still more combos I haven't even unlocked yet. Imagine you enter a boss from here and hear Foul Samurai and cutscene starts. Play this game on hard. It's not a walk in the park. It's slightly hard and easier if using Ku like summon. But it's incentives to use him. Yeah, it does incentivize you to use him, yeah. Hard could be a little harder though. That's what she said. I think the current most pressing issue in Souls-likes today is the lack of enemy variety. Phantom Blade looks like it to be an outlier from what I can see in the trailers. Yeah, I think the reason for that is probably because it takes a lot of extra work to design and put weapons into the game. So, you know, a lot of Souls-likes are smaller budgets. I feel like maybe that's why there's not as many weapons, but I don't know. That's just a suspicion of mine. Oh, there's another dude? Oh, he's up there. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition is just the same game with a few extra thingies. Yeah, but why does that make it slop? I mean, you could say that about a DLC too, which is what the Tarnished Edition is it's DLC content. This does not feel like 10% indie. Some may not have expected it. Yeah, it has a little bit of an indie game feel to it. That's true. But I don't hate that. Oh, I barely made it. I should have used the hair there. Elden Ring 2 would be, well, an entire new game. Well, yeah, but by that definition, you would classify all DLC as slop. Which doesn't really make any sense. Oh man, it didn't work. Oh, what the F? That way. Definitely running that new class back a bit. Oh yeah, the Heavy Knight or the Knight of Idis. I'm definitely running Heavy Knight. From Soft's Elden Ring might be slowly becoming the next Skyrim 5 years later. 4 versions of the game. I doubt it though. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. I mean, maybe, but I doubt it. A Surge? Like a Surge 3? Is that what you're talking about? Also, I'm Ryan. Search of the doggy kibble. The combat is cheesable. It is cheese. Yeah. The game loses its difficulty the further you get into it. That's a little bit of an issue. For some people, they like that though. They like being able to just like myrtleize everything and become OP. This is Yakuza Sekiro. It's a PS3 game. It's not a PS3 game. Stop it. Stop it. This is the place for for Beast of Reincarnation love, okay? There's that Vine ending when she jumps. I can tell a little bit. Sus. Fair enough. I just don't see the point in Tarnished Edition. I see the point. New content for Elden Ring. That's enough for me. Let's hit the Coup Bloom. Holy God. That was bad. Let's go. When you start unlocking her abilities and combos, she can just melt stuff. It's kind of crazy. That's why I was level, because it's a PS3 game. No, it ain't, bro. This looks way better than a PS3 game. What are you talking about? The Relic was a PS3 game, alright? This is nowhere near that level. Increased critical chance. Oh, spiral critical. Interesting. Interesting. Rise of the Ronin is sort of a PS3 game. It has bad graphics but good gameplay. See, I had my critiques of Rise of the Ronin too. I didn't give it that high of a review, but I was never on board with the critique of it didn't look good. It looked good. Did it look great? Like, you know, amazing? No, it didn't look that good. But it doesn't look bad. I say it looks bad. It's just, I don't know. I don't see it. Oh no. Sure, we'll get... No, wait. Let's grab that. You can get a roll in this game, but you have to spec in the shooting part of the skill tree to get Lies of P. Had something like that. I didn't even know there was a roll in this game. I haven't explored that part of the skill tree yet. That lighting looks dope. I'll probably be watching anyway if you stream it. How the moveset stuff work remind me of the Yakuza games. I've never played a Yakuza game, but yeah, we're gonna stream the Tarnished Edition content. I mean, whether you want to buy the content or not, or if you think it's Elden slop or whatever, it's still interesting to see what all they put in the game, you know. Will you be streaming Mortal Shell 2 in a couple weeks? Just finished the demo on PS5. Oh, we about to fight a boss. And it was awesome. Had a lot of fun. That final boss lady. Oh, the chick in the chair. The The final boss of Walmart scooters. Yeah, we're definitely streaming Mortal Shell 2. I'm hoping to get a review copy for that game. Fingers crossed. I don't know if I am yet or not, but regardless, at the earliest moment I can stream it, we're streaming it because I'm super hyped for that game. When the sales come, and I understand that. True. Yeah, true. Looks like PS3 graphics. That's the thing. Graphics looks outdated, but gameplay is... What are you doing? I'm trying to read here. You're distracting me. I don't think the graphics look bad at all. These clankers just need a good hug. Have a soul. They don't need a heart like the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I think that's their problem. Or they just need a Snickers bar, you know. Golems are different golems when they're hungry. Mortal Shell 2 will win the best. Will win what Beast of Reincarnation didn't do. Mortal Shell 2, I 1000% agree, is probably going to be a better game than this. I would agree with you. I'm expecting it to be better. You forgot to update your death counter, I think. Did I die? Or how many deaths did I have last stream? Let me look it up real fast. Let me, let's see how many deaths I had last time. At the end of the stream. Just to make sure, you know, just let's make sure. Yeah, no. I only had one death. And, and we haven't died this stream yet, I don't think, right? Oh yeah, no wait, we did die one time. You're right. You're right. We did die that one time up on the little cliff thing. Now, are we gonna just look past those guns you're brandishing arm day? Yeah, you know how it be, boys. You know how it be. You gotta hit the curls for the girls. Yeah, I did die. Thanks for pointing that out. I forgot to do that. Be watching about Mortal Shell 2 is awesome. I agree. Last time you had one, but yeah. I'm not the only one that loves it. Million suns. Well, you're in the right place. This is the Love Beast of Reincarnation stream. All right, let's go clap this boss. I think this is the third time we fought this dude. Man, he really likes that attack, doesn't he? Ooh. Oh. I think that's a new attack. Yeah, that's a new attack. He hasn't done that one in the past. Oh, get up. Get up, Ku. Oh my god. I was trying to freaking do it. Okay, that barely did anything. Mother F. Alright, I'm really sucking right now. Good God, bro. Why am I like this? Why do I suck whole nuts? Oh, I don't have it yet. There we go. Now we can do it. Finally, we got out of there. That's unblockable. Get up, crew! Get up! I need you, buddy! Quit laying down, dude. Oh yeah, this is gonna kill him right there. You better not run away again. Just die this time. What a freaking slut. I do hate it when games do that, and this game is no different. If I kill a boss, I want that boss to die in front of me and dissipate into nothingness, like friggin' Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Dover King, thanks for the super chat. Again. I'm serious, by the way. You have to try tricep pull down with a resistance band. Count 2 seconds down, hold, flex for 2, then slowly up. Best pump. What, I guess just pick a resistance band that is like a decent amount of difficulty or like hardness. Sounds interesting. I usually do pull downs with a cable, you know, on a cable with the rope attachment. That's how I usually do my pull downs. Coming off the relic. How is this? This is like 10 times better than the relic. I love this game. It has problems, so it's not perfect. Exploring and finding the samurai guys. I've stealthed them and it's easier, but it gets hard if you look. And yeah, some of those enemies out in the world can just clap your cheeks, bro. Yeah, Beast of reused assets. Yeah, this game does do that quite a bit. It is a valid critique of this game. This looks pretty lit, put together. I love it. It's got mixed reviews right now. A lot of people are, you know, coming down on it pretty hard. For me, I think it's an A tier experience, but not perfect though. Like, you know, A tier on the lower side of A probably. Fire build, that is OP. Really liking this game. I haven't found the fire sword yet. I need to find that one. So is this now your guilty pleasure game? I was gonna ask, but I can't think of any game that was unanimously agreed upon as being bad or mid that I love. Yeah, I guess this is my guilty pleasure game. Like, everybody's hating on it, but for me, I'm just like having a grand old time playing it. So guilty pleasure, Beast of Reincarnation. Tell them the crossbow is so satisfying to hit targets and aim assist need. No aim assist needed. I actually love the crossbow, but I have it set to the homing, so I don't even have to aim. I just shoot, and they just find their targets, and they hit multiple targets, so it can really help with some of the gankiness. Difficulty of this, typical Souls. No, it's easier. Once you get the parry timing down, it's quite a bit easier than like Sekiro. I would put this on even on the hardest difficulty. I would say this is like a 6 out of 10 difficulty wise, just because the parry window is so wide, and the further you get into the game, the more abilities you have, and you just start melting everything. And the bosses only have like 2 or 3. The bosses only have like, and the bosses only have like 4 to 5 different attacks they use a lot of the time. You know, another Souls like that doesn't get enough credit. AI Limit. Preach the gospel, sir. Amen. Yes, AI Limit is a great freaking game. Better than Kazan, in my opinion. I think best game out there. I don't know. It's not the best game out there, but it's really good. The Reincarnation of the Demi is a case over of this is on your case over here. Wesley, what's up, dude? How are you? I started AI Limit before this, and it's really good. Very similar. I agree. Very good. You hate sluts too? Thanks. I'm taking them out over here. Welcome to the old Monster Hunter. The thick resistance band. Oh, the thick one. Okay. So like one of the black ones. I think those are like the really thick ones, the black one. I like have almost never used resistance bands, every now and then when I was younger, but I haven't used them in years. Looks all right. Might just run Liza P again. Well, you'll never see me hating on someone for running Liza P again. That is freaking, that's a amazing game in its own right. So pullbacks, you can do a superset pull down to pullbacks. The key is flex on the bottom. Flex on the bottom, huh? That's usually the opposite of what I try to do. Because I've seen a lot of research here lately that has come out. I follow a lot of YouTubers that follow that stuff. The best place to pause in is in the part of the exercise that your muscles are the most stretched, because that's where they're under the most stress. So like rather than on like a dumbbell press, rather than like pressing up to the top and then back down and then waiting at the top and then back down, stop like at just barely have an elbow bend, slowly back down, pause at the bottom, up, stop with an elbow bend, slow back down, pause at the bottom, up. That freaking destroys. We're gonna take a screenshot of that in case we need it later. There was another wall like that I found. Six out of 10 is too generous. You think so? Yakuza is, what would you give it? Yakuza is definitely for a specific target audience. You either love it or hate it. I used to play the old Shenmue games and I really enjoyed those. Is it anything like Shenmue? Yeah, Lemon and Kazan are two different games. One is parry focused and the other I don't know. They are different games, but they're still both video games, you know? So in my opinion, you can compare games to games, you know? Now that doesn't mean that it's the best comparison. But like, people always say it's like apples to oranges. But it's like, yeah, but they're both fruit. So like, you can like oranges more than apples. They're in the same category, you know. Thank God, we really needed him to die. If difficulty is a 6, what is Elden Ring on the same difficulty scale? I would put Elden Ring at like an 8.5 on that same difficulty scale. Should become Steam friends. I will gift you them with Mortal Shell. Hey, I don't mind becoming Steam friends, but you definitely don't have to gift me a game. I appreciate the thought, but you don't have to worry about all that. I might even get Mortal Shell given to me by the developer, you know. So we'll see what happens there. Will you be going back to Relic First Guardian at any point? No. We're done with that game. I mean, if they release like a big patch, I guess you cannot backstab these dudes. This is bad. We got a lot of... Oh. Oh, thank God. Oh! I had him so close, too. Well, it's still refreshing to die, though. That was nice. But to answer your question, if the Relic ever released like some kind of DLC or a patch or something, maybe we would just like go see what happened, but I'm not interested in like going back to do a whole playthrough or something. Hugging a tree is the best exercise? Is it? Maybe you're just so good the game looks very easy. I don't think that's true. Most people are saying it's pretty easy. But I like your version of events. Let's go with that. We'll say that Elden Ring is not hard. Just think of the broken builds. You can make some broken builds, but in my opinion, that is not indicative of whether a game is hard or not. Just because you can cheese or exploit certain features to make the game easier doesn't necessarily mean that the game is not hard. Oh, he friggin' parried me. Do your bloom strike. Yeah, Limit has better iframe dash. Alright, that's true. The dodge in AI Limit is better. I agree. That's mostly because this game was designed to force you to parry or perfect dodge. Alright, we're gonna do... Play it like an average Joe, you will definitely see the difficulty. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I have a wired bicep of exercise for you. Grab a barbell, tie your resistance band in the middle, tie the end to a sit-up padded chair. So as you pull it towards you, it gets heavier and flex at the top. Bro, I would have to like see that. I'm having a hard time even envisioning it. It sounds tough to set up though. Sekiro used to be hard when I was playing it at smooth 25 FPS. Yeah, that Sekiro on PS2 has been just difficult for a while. Yeah, unload on him. Explosives! Now we go in for the kill. See? Gets much easier when you just chill back and shoot stuff. Oh, there was a thing. There was a camp here all along. Difficulty is pretty subjective. That's 1000% true. There are some of the hardest bosses I've ever faced. I will have people tell me are they one shot or two shot them, or like the one attempt or two attempts. You know, I really think that the difficulty in Souls-likes especially has a lot to do with the person's play style. Certain play styles are going to make certain bosses a ton easier, or even certain games a ton easier, and then other play styles will make them harder. You know, so I think it has a lot to do with the type of player you are. Some people will say it's an easy game. Some will say it's the hardest game of all time. Exactly, yeah, exactly. Time following rhythm, souls like could be hell. True. If you have good timing and rhythm, games like this become a lot easier. Want a perfect dodge, but it's really hard. It is really hard. The perfect dodge in this game, it's much easier just to deflect everything. Except for the ones you have to perfect dodge. The window's very tight for the perfect dodge. You have a hard time playing Souls. Probably have a hard time listening to people. Well, you don't have a good relationships with others because you need to listen to others more. I don't know about all that. That's a little far in the extreme, but there are benefits to being good at Souls likes. Helps with reaction time. Oh dang, we just destroyed. Playing secure on my handheld PC is a new difficulty option I didn't know existed. Do you have a Steam Deck, or what kind of handheld PC do you have? You have face paces are very hard. Yeah, I feel like part of the difficulty of Bloodborne is that it's a 30 FPS game on PS4. I feel like if it was smoother, it'd be a little bit easier. Was Wuchang the first game to introduce the perfect dodge mechanic? No. I don't know what the first game to do it was, but Wuchang was not the first. Harder than Elden Ring? No, this is easier than Elden Ring by a good amount. Yeah, by a good amount. Gotcha games have perfect dodge. Oh dang, I can't believe he actually just died right there. One of Sekiro's difficulty was the fact that some bosses you had to clear like 5 to 10 minor enemies while fighting the boss. At that point I'm down to 1 heal. Yeah, and those are my least favorite kind of fights. I hate fights where they try and just create difficulty by ganking you. That's a poor boss design in my opinion. All right, let's just do that. So oh, you have the Rogue Ally. Do you like it? I had a Steam Deck at one point, but I sold it back in the day. Kind of wish I didn't though. Wukong had perfect dodge. Yeah, that's right. Before Wuchang, but even Wukong wasn't the first to do it. Godskin Duo? I hate that fight. I hate Godskin Duo. I hate friggin' Ornstein and Smo. Ornstein and Smo is such an overrated boss. Get out of here with that best boss fight in Dark Souls 1 crap. Gay. Gay. Oh shoot, that's a big one. It died. It died because it got shocked way out there. That's awesome. That was helpful. Will you be giving what? Will you be giving away a PS5 Pro when you hit 10k subs? I doubt I'll give away a PS5 Pro, but we'll probably do some kind of giveaway. We're at 10K subs. We're gonna do a big celebration stream, something special, and then maybe I'll do some kind of giveaway too with it. When we got to 2,000 subs, I did Sekiro, but every time I die, I had to eat a random jelly bean, and the jelly beans were like all the bad flavors, like dog water and like all kinds of crazy stuff. It sucked, and I'll never do that again. The gang squad from DS2 frowns upon you. Well, it can frown all at once. I hate those. The Rabbit Brotherhood and Liza P. F those hoes. Or Black Rabbit or whatever. I'm the one who loves it. I'm having a blast, man. Voice acting is a little plain, but indecent enough. Lovell, what's up? I'm glad you're enjoying it as well. You and me both. One had the most difficult New Game Plus. You think one boss is tough? Try two at the same time. I'd never forgive them for that. Yeah, I tried a small portion of Neo 1 New Game Plus, and I quit. I was like, there's no way. I don't know if I could ever do this. Marids, what's up? How are you? Oh, and that's overrated. You're actually on drugs, dude. No, they are way overrated. Terrible boss design. Janky as all get out. What is good about them besides the lore and the music? That's their only good redeeming factors. All you have to do is circumcise the foreskin duo and you'll be fine. Yes, you can use sleep and all kinds of stuff. I'm talking about just fighting those fights straight up. Now, a duo fight that did it really well, the best duo fight I've ever fought, is the Puppeteer of Death in the Liza P DLC. Awesome way to approach a duo boss fight. Have you played Monster Hunter, especially old ones? Mission to save, not New Game Plus. I've played Wilds, and I've played a little bit of Iceborne or Ice World or whatever it was. A little bit, but not a ton. You should give me a PS5 for real, trust. It sounds like I don't know. For some reason, it sounds like something I should do. I've never been one playing Unlimited Rock Alive, but it's tricky. It's on Hawks Underground and go. Those were the good old days. Do the one chip challenge. Maybe we'll do that. Is that like that mega spicy chip? What if I like actually die? I do like spicy food, but not that spicy. Campsite. Just passing through. Wish you all the success. All right, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Wuchang is like a Bloodborne, but you can't use the heavy weapons. See builds that make it obvious. Oh shoot, that's the wrong cup. Small keyboard with these massive hands. I feel for you, bro. I feel for you. Neo 1 is hard. Yeah, Neo 1 is one of, if not the hardest Souls-likes that's ever been made. I just did that a minute ago, didn't I? Manus and Artorias, easily best bosses in DS1. That is true. Artorias is the best boss in DS1, hands down. Better than everybody else. Easy work. Oh shoot, they're trying to shoot us. I think it's awesome how you read out people's questions in chat. Your community must appreciate that. Hey, thanks, Jermaine. Yeah, I try to read as much chat as I possibly can, because it's just always been my philosophy that if you guys are going to take time to watch what I do and support me, then I need to take the time to try and read what you guys are trying to say to me. You know, I just, for as long as I can. I mean, eventually, hopefully we get big enough to where I won't be able to keep up. As sad as I don't, you know, as sad as I would be, I don't want that to happen, but it just comes with success, you know. But I still always will read as much as I can. Hot skin's frustrating, but smashable. You can't deny it. It's the one chip is the very spicy chip, but they made it less spicy after a kid died from eating it. So it literally killed somebody? I did not hear about that. How did he die? How can you die from a, like, did it eat through his stomach lining or something? You see 505 Games confirmed Wu Chang 2. I did, yeah. Thank God. Oh, what a shot. I thought I saw another one. Yeah, there's one way over there. Watch this. Alright, that was way off. Oh, yeah. Oh, dang. Lost Izalith location is the best. I am angry at Lost Izalith forever, ever since I did the Dark Souls Massacre run. I don't think I'll ever forgive Lost Izalith for what it did to my butthole. That's the GOAT like the video fam. Oh, like the video? Thanks, Kaneo. I appreciate that, buddy. 9 Souls was the most difficult. I've been wanting to try it after enjoying Blasphemous. Yes, 9 Souls is the most difficult one I've ever played. Neo 1 has an argument, but for me personally, 9 Souls is the most difficult Souls-like I've ever played. There's a blessing to us for being so engaging. The channel is growing. I expect your channel to grow a lot. I hope so. I mean, we're sticking after it. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that, you know, if you just rewind in the channel a year, I was getting maybe, you know, 5 to 10 viewers on live streams, and I had like 1,500 subs. And now we're past 6,000, and there's 31 people watching on the horizontal stream, and I don't know how many on the vertical. So we're growing and we're trying, and it's all thanks to you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. What's your Mount Rushmore of bosses? Mine, Sister Freeze, Sword Saint, Mesmer, Arlecchino. Mount Rushmore. Mesmer, Arlecchino. Mesmer, Arlecchino. Sword Saint Ishin. And probably Orphan Koss. Emmanuel Williams, thanks for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you, dude. That would be my Mount Rushmore of bosses for sure. As to what order those 4 would go in, I'd have to think about that pretty hard, but that's definitely the 4 though. Oh, he had health issues? Okay, I get you. Died from a 1-chip challenge. Skill issue? Was it a kill issue? Too soon, Mike. Too soon. You can die from a hot chip because your heart gets overwhelmed. Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. I'm getting PTSD from that ball. The Academy of Relicaria Bridge. True, yeah. It reminds me. It is pretty similar. At least, but those ones actually follow you, though. Like the ones in this game, which made it more vulnerable to physical stress from the extreme spiciness. Dude, that's really sad though. Got like 50 in total watching. 50's good. 50's good. I remember the days when literally no one was watching. When I first started, I started from scratch. I had no following, brand new channel, nothing at all. Absolutely zero. And there were many streams where nobody said a single thing to me, and I just sat here, played games, and talked to no one. So I definitely prefer this. This is nice. It's part of the reason why I work so hard to try and read chat, because I remember when there was no chat, you know? So like, I don't want to take it for granted. Tony Hawk's Underground, the golden era of gaming. Subjective, of course. The golden era of gaming. I kind of think we're in the golden era of gaming, honestly. I mean, sure, there are certain games from my childhood that I grew up with and I love to this day. But I would rather play the games that come out today than the older games. I mean, that's just a fact. Maybe it's just me, but that's how I feel. I really with us. Orphan Lover, yep, I love Orphan Cost was an amazing boss. LeBron to Philly, I saw that. It's gonna be a failed experiment. Kind of ridiculous. I don't understand why would he choose Philly? Joel's never gonna play, like he never does. He never plays. It's ridiculous. And Tyrese Maxey and Edgecombe are the best things about the team. And Edgecombe's still really young. More viewers over time. That's what I'm hoping for, yeah. Just stay on that grind, you know. I like the smaller communities. More trigger bunch. Oh, more tighter bunch? Yeah, there's certain... That's the thing, is like the bigger you grow... The goal is to grow, but in growing, that presents its own challenges, and that you can't focus as much on each viewer, can't read all the chat, you know, like it becomes less of a personal experience the bigger you grow, which I don't like, but at the same time, like that's what the goal is, you know. It's a weird dichotomy. Expedition 33 revived my hope for the future of gaming. Expedition 33 might be the best indie game that I've ever seen. They got Jaylen Brown now too. True, but Jaylen Brown falls apart in the playoffs. You can't trust him. All the greatest games came out before 2020. Elden Ring came out in 2022, so that has to be false. Lies of P came out in 2023. Those are two goats right there. Neo 3 came out this year. That's another amazing one. YouTube randomly suggested your short, and I didn't look back since I started watching when I was in university. Now I have a job and I'm still watching. I really appreciate it, dude. The friggin' being able to have people that watch you long term, that's the biggest compliment to me. Like, there are people that pop in all the time and they'll say hi, or they'll, you know, maybe even stick around for a few streams, but the people that stick around and watch you stream after stream for years and longer, those are the people that you're like, you know, really support what you do and enjoy being around you. 100 watching, actually, if you count the 50 people I abducted from the local Shady Oaks retirement home. Allegedly. Allegedly, right? Allegedly. Dropping the super chats and abducting people? Is there anybody that does more support than Dovahkiin? I don't know. He'll probably be super chatting from prison soon. That's about the hot chip. I look hungry. I think you might have a golden opportunity here. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to fight him and the beast again? I already did this once. Punish Frames, what's up, dude? What the F? That sucks. Yoom! Suck my little javelin. Okay, never mind. You'll just triple shot me because I didn't parry anything. All right, okay, all right. We might have a little bit of a skill check here. I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it. All right, through here. I'm sure it was a tipping point when all needed this game send a message to AAA developers. That is very true. I think Expedition 33 was a wake-up call to the AAA industry, 1000%. It has to be. Or if it's not, then they're too stupid to ever recover. I'm playing the English and it's great. I haven't even found, where do you even turn English on at? I can't find it. There's no language. Like, I can pick the text language and the subtitles and the speaker names. But there's no place. I don't see a place to change the language. Yeah, Phantom Blade Zero looks amazing. I agree. I am excited for that as well. Whenever you struggle with a boss. True, you guys do love to troll. This is a thing that you do. This is a thing. I'm getting spoiled, but this fight is holy peak. Yeah, spoiler warning, we're pretty far into the game. You don't need 30 people working on just the physics of water and then you make your game $70. Exactly. What are the Thunder gonna do this year? They're gonna win a chip. I'm sad we lost Lou Dort though. I feel like we should have kept Lou Dort. Take away the bloat. Yeah, that's a big problem in AAA. Very over bloated. Oh, okay, there's 4 attacks to that, not 3. Before he killed me in 3, so I assumed it was the only one. Or I assumed that was the last one. I guess it's just when I died. You have to change it from English. Oh, at the main menu. Okay, I got you. I got you. I'm gonna have to try that. Remember when you were losing your mind in the Black Tendency run? We don't talk about the Black Tendency run here. That's a banned topic. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Suck it! Yeah, I remembered. Come here, stupid. Oh, what the? Why can I not see? Hit him with the javelin. Now we're gonna jump off the javelin. Oh shoot. Get up, Koo. That's coming. The tail swing's coming. The tail swing cometh. Oh, I missed that one. Switch it back and forth. Hit him with the bloom. Bloomified. He's bloomed. Oof. I'll hit him with this. Ooh. Ow. Ow. Alright, so this is a good fight. See, this is what I feel like most of the boss fights should be. You know what I mean? If you die again, you're gay. We got Giannis. Good luck. We'll see. We got no shooters. We're really gonna bring back that attack the rim play style, how it should be. That's what OKC does, and it won them a championship. I feel like AAA developers are like hospitals. They change an arm and a leg for their charge an arm and a leg for their service, and have 10 people come see you when I could just have 2 people see me. You're not wrong. There's a lot. Yeah, that's a very good comparison. Hospitals are freaking crazy. And what's up with the billing? Like, when you go to the hospital, you'll receive multiple bills for months after. How can they not just send you a separate bill? It's 2026. Or send you like one singular bill with everything on it. It makes no sense to me. Real issue is the investors and shareholders putting pressure on the devs for sales targets, which makes them take this safe route and not take any risks. These guys just want to maximize profits. That is a problem, yes. That is a problem. Which is part of why we've seen the indie resurgence, you know, of indie developers starting to get more and more popular, because they don't have those stipulations on their back. They don't have investors pressuring them for deadlines or anything. So it allows the passion of the game to seep in, and it comes out in the finished product. To be honest, this boss is easier than that conversions god. Yeah, she is. Yeah, no, she is insane, dude. We're gonna have a hard time getting past her. Is this Souls-like? If so, what Souls-like would you compare it to? It's like Sekiro in the combat, but I wouldn't call it a true Souls-like. God dang it. I always friggin' mess up that last attack of the string. We're gonna tie him up. We're gonna hit him again. Oh, he didn't tie. Hit him with the shockify. Now you better run. Oh God, we just murdered him. Wait, which one of them's attacking us right now? Finally! You lucky slut. There it is. Let's hit him with the roots. We can bind him up. Oh, he did not get bound. He did not get bound. Let's chase him. Hit him with the seeds. Oh, we messed it up. I'm an idiot. What? How did I miss all those parries? Get up, Ku. We need you, buddy. Alright, he's down. And this, we're almost through. We almost got both of them. Come on, please die this time. Please die this time. This is the second time I've fought these fools. It's probably gonna do a friggin' second phase. Millennia time? I think so. I think we're about to be in a... Oh my god, there's about to be a second phase. Watch it. Here we go. Oh, never mind. He's just... Wait. Okay, never mind. He's just gonna run away again. Which means we're gonna have to fight him. We're gonna have to fight him later, it sounds like. Cyberpunk is the example of that. Cyberpunk is one I've never played. I've heard it started out really rocky and now it's become like really, really good. Would you consider this game a Souls light? Yeah, I would say it's probably Souls light. It has several Souls-like things about it. You know, like enemies respawn when you rest. It's heavy emphasis on parry. It's got a decent challenge to it on the hardest difficulty. Souls light, maybe, probably closer to Souls-ish. If they don't win this, if you don't win this time, you're ultra gay. It looks like I'm straight as F. The blight erosion. Give me a few reasons why you are not hyped for GTA 6. It's not a game that it's not a kind of game that I enjoy playing. I also typically don't like games that are super like mature rated with like sex scenes and drugs and alcohol and all that. Like that's just not my thing, and I don't think that that's like a good thing to glorify. So those are the main reasons, and even if it didn't have that, I probably wouldn't be interested anyway. Next time that guy will bring 2 dogs, I wouldn't put it past them. These mother F's, they won't let me friggin' kill a boss. GTA sucks. I'd rather get Red Dead Redemption 3 or friggin' Elden Ring 2, Sekiro 2. Heck, I'd rather have Thymesia 2 than a GTA 6, honestly. Only because of the not safe for works. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know about, I can't speak for most people, but for me, it's just not something that I agree with morally, or is it something I really am interested in playing anyway, you know? Okay, we're getting ultimate meat sandwich. That's what I gave your mom. This one. We gotta research that crap. Night Rain vibes with the fight, little goblin with the frozen sword, while some huge monstrosity comes up behind you. That's true. I never thought about that. It does kind of have a Night Rain vibe to that fight, doesn't it? That's crazy. It's not great at anything besides graphics. Never played one, so I don't know. I'll play GTA 6 once it comes to PC, but it's not a game I'm dying to play or anything. Same here, same here. Why is GTA considered the king of games? Is it because people love the criminal life? I don't know. I think it has to do with like the amount of things you can do in the game. But honestly, I don't know because I've never played one, you know. So did we want to eat with somebody now? Kagura. She's tired of eating with us every time. She wants somebody else to eat with them. That's kind of an insult. It's crazy to me that some companies are closing for the day because so many employees are calling off for the release of GTA 6. That's when you know you have a real moneymaker on your hand. That is pretty impressive. I mean, all things considered, you gotta tip your hat to GTA. It's gonna break a lot of records, and it's also gonna make people a lot of money. Not just gaming companies, but content creators. There are people who you don't know their name now, and after GTA 6 releases, will become famous and rich because of it. The attention to detail is actually insane. Is it? Is it got like a lot of attention to detail in GTA? Oh, we gotta talk to Ku, or he's gonna bark at us and we're gonna stare at him. Elden Ring 2 deserves the same level of hype as GTA 6. Deserves it? Yes. Would get it? No, probably not. Can I... what do I want more of? Probably bolts. The regular bolts work really well, actually. Oh, we got 2 skill points to spend now. Let's go. Let's do Vitality next. We'll keep that going as well. And we need to acquire some skill points here. We got 108 to work with. Alright, we need to get Helm splitter all the way upgraded. We use that all the friggin' time. No, it's a fart. Look at him fart on him. There's our javelin +2. Alright. Which that reminds me. Oh, we can't do it right here. We'll do it later. Oh, we gotta tend to our farm. Tend to our farm here. We also have... Oh man, we got a lot of eggs. There we go, we're expanding our chicken coop. And let's do life fruit. Sounds like it'll help a ton. Let's rest. Feels like as it stands as a country level interest, as GTA has a world level interest. It's unmatched. That is true. Souls-like is still relatively niche, honestly. As much as I love the genre, it's not reached the same mass appeal as other genres have.
そっか、そうだね。一言で言うと、大切な人がいる場所。
Can't find a single person in real life. Yeah, I've never met another person who... Well, actually, I take that back. There's a guy at the gym that I go to, and I was wearing my Solaire shirt, the Praise the Sun shirt, and he was like, "Hey, nice shirt." And that's the extent of the interactions I've had with real life Souls fans. So I feel like GTA, the most well-known game amongst the casuals and also people who don't really play games, is so it appeals to a much larger audience. Oh yeah, hit that meat, Sammy boy. Yeah, GTA's audience is huge. No, most of it is because it very much does appeal to just about every kind of gamer, except for certain small sects. Everyone in chat is not a casual. True, this is the best of the best out here, peeps. We're the real gamers. Depending on what type of food you feed the dog, it enhances the fart attack. Absolute gold. Bro, you must be the secret developer of Beast of Reincarnation. Cowboy secret editor, brother of a developer on Crimson Moon, secret developer for Beast of Reincarnation. You're like the James Bond of gaming. You're a casual. I suck at Souls games. I don't think it makes you I don't think it makes you casual to not be good or not like Souls games. You can be a hardcore gamer and then just enjoy other kinds, you know. Called him. I think what makes you a hardcore gamer is the amount of time you put into games. That's what I actually think differentiates between casuals and hardies. For memories return, it's gonna put our lives in danger. What? The real story is he thought it was a Lord of the Rings shirt. Probably. Probably. He was like, bro, I have an Aragon shirt at home.
何よりの証拠じゃ。我はお前のそばにずっとおったが、記憶に触れて自分の正体が知りたくなった。そしてきっとそれはエマ、クー、お前たちの素性とも無関係ではない。私たちが一体何を知っているの？我は
I don't belong here? Or where do you belong, young lady?
嫌な予感がするんじゃ。
I have a bad feeling
我は
about
も
it.
し全ての記憶を取り戻したら
Huh.
何が起きるの？きっとこの世界が終わる。
Completed. My advice is to find a Souls-like or Soulsborne you genuinely like, concept-wise, so you're more likely to push through and lock in basics of these types of games to set you up for more. That's not bad advice. That's not bad advice at all. At the end of the day, you're gonna commit to things you enjoy. So if you find a Souls-like that you just enjoy as a game, then you'll stick through the tough parts, you know. Dovahkiin got it right.
また都の王による広域放送か。
ブラッドは都の王のことを何か知っているの？
どうした？
Or if Sekiro interests you most, you're out of luck. True, yeah. Depending on the one you pick, you may just be up a creek, you know. It's an uphill battle. Better get some rest, he said. She said, is what she said. Starting with Sekiro as your first Souls is like starting with Berserk as your first manga. The most difficult part is unlearning the bad habits from Dark Souls or Elden Ring. I don't know if you would call it bad habits. They're just habits that work in those games, but don't work in Dark Souls or Elden Ring. But don't work in Sekiro as well. Bloodborne was your first love? Dark Souls 3 for me. Part of the reason why I'm having so much fun in the random challenge run we're doing. Let's head to the colony. Ooey colony. I remember struggling with Soldier of Godric. Well, I mean, we all remember that. I don't think he's ever been beaten, honestly.
だがリフトが降りていないな。許可がないと入れないってことだろうな。向こうもすでに気づいているだろうが。
浄化船応答しろ。
来たな。こちら浄化船、都の任務だ。主の討伐のためにこのコロニーに停泊したい。
私は大井コロニーの管理ゴーレム高早。まさか都へ行く船か。
そうだ。こちら小河内の浄化兵エマを乗せている。リフトを下ろしてくれ。
Dark Souls good,
Yeah.
Bloodborne better, Elden Ring best.
おいおい、なんでだ。
予
Agreed.
定にないからだ。
Agreed.
我らは主の討伐に備えてきた。我らだけで十分だ。
何？
すでに主討伐軍を独自に編成済みだ。都の支援はいらぬ。
Don't need the
待
capital
て。
assistant.
都に輪廻の獣も迫っている。主を討ち、藤子エマが取り込む必要がある。
得体の知れぬ汚れ人の力など借りたくもない。輪廻の獣も我らが軍を派遣すればよいのだ。我らは明朝、主討伐に
On
向けて
march
巨大
towards the
地震
giant tree and slay the Nushi.
なら目的は同じだ。合流して同行する。
私は予定にないことは行わない。
Dang,
お前
this
た
dude's
ち
a
を停
jerk.
泊させたことで何が起きるかわからないからな。これ以上の通信は作戦に支障が出る。安心しろ。主を討伐すればコロニーには入れてやる。
Hmm.
おい、待て。
Are we about to storm the capital?
全く。
F that hoe, dude. F that hoe.
頭の固いゴーレムだ。
コロニー入れないの？
日も暮れちまった。行くあてもね。
The bad habits such as
今日は
panic
ここで
rolling.
停泊だな。
Well, if you're any good at Dark Souls or Elden Ring, then you fix that habit ahead of time, you know. You shouldn't panic roll in those either. The Pig Rider from Elden Ring DLC, hard lock on, locked me. Straight out of the gate, he wanted that booty. Yeah, Commander Gaius?
どうしたの？
Commander Gaius is
少し外に出て
special with that charge attack, bro. Very infuriating. You're a pro at panic rolling? Honestly, I am too. I do panic roll a lot, honestly. I shouldn't be talking.
こんなところに。
What are you doing here, Mikoto?
僕もコロニーに入れてもらえなかったんだ。
This Scramp's gonna take me fishing and tell me his war stories. Bro, I love fishing. Fishing's fun. I don't hardly ever get to do it, but I do love to fish.
でもきっと大丈夫。明日には入れる。
Zoro Striker, thanks for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you.
どうして？
I used the shield in DS1. That's how I beat it. I was
僕
parrying
にはわかるん
everyone.
だ。
The parry in DS1 is broken, bro.
そう。
It's OP.
エマ、髪伸びたね。
うん。これは私の力。そして御事が強くしてくれた力。切るわけにもいかない。
それもそうだ。
Why do I feel like I'm gonna have to fight
じゃあ
this
僕はもう
dude?
行くね。
もう。
ちょっとエマの顔を見たかっただけ。
そう。
じゃあね、また連絡して。
みこと。なぜあいつがここに。
So what is going on exactly? Why is the capital not letting us confront the Nushi? See, they couldn't do it. Watch, they're gonna get clapped and then they're gonna be like, Emma, save us! We need your help! This Nushi's way bigger than we expected!
なんじゃ。
おいおい。こいつは。
Oi, oi!
こっちへ来い。 主が来やがった。まさか。
主が2体。
Oh, that bomber birds? Since when did the friggin' Malefacts get bombs equipped to the birds?
去っていく。二手に分かれたぞ。
コロニーの兵士たちは
全滅だろうな。
Well, he's just optimistic, isn't he?
主が2体現れるとはな。コロニーの連中も予想していなかっただろう。だがこのタイミング、まるで討伐に向かうのが分かっていたかのようだ。エマ、大井コロニーは大混乱だが、俺たちのやることに変わりはない。明日から主の討伐を開始する。今日はもう休んでおけ。
分かった。
よかった。Fishing is fun. It's 90% waiting.
浄化船
I've never fished where it looks
聞
cool.
こえるか。
It's like 50% waiting. There's also baiting, casting, reeling, looking. Depending on the kind of fishing you're doing, there's different ways you maneuver the pole while the lure's in the water. But yeah, there's a lot of waiting. A lot of waiting.
で想定内になることなんざ何もないさ。それより助けが必要なんじゃ
Lure
ないか。
bait. I'm too impatient for bait fishing unless I'm fishing with Miyazaki and he's giving me insight about Bloodborne 2.
主を撃ってくれ。
Alright, now we gotta go in and friggin'
元から
clap
そのつもり
them.
だ。リフトを
I
攻めてく
prefer
れ。
bait. I like to bobber fish, so I throw it out there, bobber on the water, and I like to just watch that bobber
聞いたか。
and wait for that
移動する
hit.
ぜ。
That's how I like to do it. As if Miyazaki wouldn't just talk about feet in poison swamps. He probably would. He probably has like a whole dissertation written about bare feet. With the silence, it was a cold day when the clankers were denied their hugs and they came out of nowhere. Man, you just made up a whole bunch of lore for Gramps there. Is that canon? I think it's canon. And he does need to start adding their versions of patches to their Souls games. I hate patches so much. I would be... I would be happy if I never saw another patches in my life. That's an element of Souls I would be happy to let die.
まずは巨大樹に飛び去った主を追うんだ。入ってきたリフトを降りて
I like bobbers when I was 7 years old. Are you saying I'm a little kid fisher?
分かった。
Bobbers are fun. Bro, you don't know ball, bro. You don't know fish, bro.
さすがに大きいコロニーじゃ。
These now have 80% users on the Steam hardware. Survey Nvidia is slowly losing its audience. Really? I have an Nvidia GPU. Both my old one and my new one are Nvidia. We need a save point up here.
何を見つけたの？
Oh, look at that. We gotta do the news break. Let's do it a news break. Are we about to hit another cutscene? Or are we about to fight somebody? Alright, let's activate it. We also have to look up the thing Dovahkiin super chatted for. Whatever that, I'll have to look back and see what it was. Oh. Can I get up there? Is the 5080 giving you any issues? I noticed the FPS drops every now and then. Yeah, when I made that, when I did the gameplay recording tests for that members only video, there were some FPS drops here and there. So as of yet, it is not flawless by any means. There were some dips, but I haven't got to really test it real good yet. I haven't even used it since I made those videos or made that video. So that's what I said. Mortal Shell 2 is gonna be my big test for the new GPU. I'm gonna crank up to max settings and see what we can put it through. Maybe it's a CPU bottleneck. It might be. I upgraded my CPU not too long ago, but I think it's still like 2 generations old. So it could very well be a CPU issue. Using it for 1080p, which is funny. Why are you using it for that low? And we're in this city's crazy, bro. Look at how huge it is. Oh, we're getting acided. Where's the strong box? Over here? Oh god, we just got hit. That? That's a big jump in defense. And it has more acid resistance, and it seems like we're about to hit an acid problem around here. 11 RX. You will be fine. Yeah, I will need to upgrade the CPU again later on, but oh, these dudes suck. Why do these birds have so much health? Where are they? Thank God. Alright. Finally! There we go. This is what we needed. Sometimes that could also just be the engine not being optimized as well. This is true. The 2 games I tried the GPU on was Witchfire and Elden Ring. I know Elden Ring isn't optimized very well. I'm not sure about Witchfire though. And it's still in early access, so maybe it's just not completely cooked yet, you know? What's the most annoying character in gaming for you? Monster Hunter World's the handler. Can we not ever? Most annoying character in gaming? Patches. Patches for sure. Matt, I haven't tuned into his stream before, but I just wanted to say I've played a couple hours of this game and I love it too. I'm puzzled at the negative reception. Sir Eben, thanks for tuning into his stream. I'm glad. Thanks for. Glad it's your first time. Yeah, you and me both. Like, I don't get it. The game has flaws. It's not perfect, but it's much better than reviewers have been making it sound. Makes me think of Stellar Blade with more interesting and fun traversal and combat. Yeah, it's basically, to me, it's like female Sekiro with more traversal and deeper combat. But Sekiro has a lot less fluff story. This is like a lot of this stuff they're talking about right now is just like, a lot of it, most of the time, is like, come on guys, we could just do something else. Don't ever try to overclock your setup without connecting the extra power connector. Lesson learned. Have you? I'm guessing you tried to do that at one point. It didn't quite work out for you, is what it sounds like. No. All right, we gotta take our news break. We do need to take our news break. My love for FF7 remakes might be why I have more fun with than most with the dog stuff. Yeah, to me it's like it has like Expedition 33, Final Fantasy, and Sekiro all rolled into one, and I feel like the blend is like amazing. Like, it works really well. There's just not a lot to hate on about this game besides minor issues. To me, all the issues are minor issues. It's not that I disagree with a lot of the reviews. I mean, some of them I do on some points, but it's just the issues they bring up to me are just not that big a deal. But I don't know. Stellar Blade's combat was peak. I've never played Stellar Blade. All right, let's hit the news up. We got to talk about a variety of different topics tonight, and then we'll be done with the stream. So here is tonight's news. All right, so first topic of the day, which we are going to look up Dovahkiin's super chat here in a little bit, but first topic we got to hit up a new Souls-like or Souls-ish thing launching, I guess is what we'd call it. So Crimson Moon just got a release date and a price. If you haven't heard of this game, it is a online co-op action RPG, but you can also play single player as well. It's sort of Souls-ish looking. I wouldn't call it a true Souls-like though. So you play as a Nephilim, which is a half angel, half human, and you get to choose you can choose your difficulty. So the higher difficulty you choose, the greater rewards you get. The lower the difficulty, the smaller reward. And it releases on September 1st for only $20, $19.99, which in today's gaming landscape is actually, it's actually a pretty decent price. Everything's getting so expensive, it's crazy. But, it's a nice low risk to try what could be a cool game. If you're into online multiplayer games and you want kind of a Souls-ish co-op experience, Crimson Moon might be one to check out. I haven't played it yet, but we've watched several trailers on stream and it looks pretty decent. Looks like it could be fun. I don't know if we'll have time to try it yet or not, but it's one that has kind of been on our radar, so I wanted to mention it because it just got a release date and the price today. So if you're looking out for this one, It's available now for pre-order. Releases on September 1st. Have you played God of War 3? God of War 3? There is no God of War 3. Oh, you're talking about the old God of Wars? I haven't played any of the old God of Wars. Okay, that's what we need to look up. Okay, we'll look that up here in just a minute. Okay, and the last thing before we look that up, crazy sale alert. Neo 3 is on sale on PlayStation and Steam for 23% off on PlayStation, and the standard edition on Steam, or sorry, the deluxe edition on PlayStation is 23% off. Standard edition on PlayStation 36% off, and deluxe edition the standard edition on Steam is 36% off, and the deluxe edition on Steam is 23% off. God dang, I couldn't even get all that out. So it's just in time for the DLC coming very soon in the next couple weeks. So if you have not played Peak 3, also known as Neo 3, this is your chance to jump in, grab it on a good sale. Maybe even buy it on another platform if you also want to have it on PC or something like that. Because the DLC comes out on the 19th, which is 15 days from now. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be freaking amazing. Tanish, what's up, dude? Fable Souls like Crimson Moon. I'm all here for it. Yeah, it looks interesting. I'm interested. Hopefully they do like a demo or something. Because I would love to like just do a little, maybe try it out a little bit, you know. Maybe I can nab a code for it and we'll try it here on stream, like stream a day of it just to see what it's like. It's far enough off in the future, but by then we'll have Neo 3, we'll have Mortal Shell 2 going. I don't know. That's why I'm not going to commit to trying this one out just yet. How does it compare to Neo 2? Neo 3 is the best Neo that's ever been made. Neo 2 is amazing. Peak, absolutely amazing. Not hating on Neo 2 at all. But Neo 3, no Neo has ever done it better. That's just a fact in my opinion. Housework kicking in, I see. Yeah, dude, I was working all day today and I got more to do tomorrow. I got so much. I've been so tired all day long. I don't know why. It's weird. I think I might be trying to get sick. Would you consider Phantom Blade Zero a Souls Light? No. Phantom Blade Zero might be Souls-ish. Like lowest tier of Souls-y. Lowest tier on the Souls scale possible, I think. Maybe. But it just seems like a hack and slash action game to me. Like Ninja Gaiden, kind of. Alright, let's look this up. Dovahkiin super chatted this. It was, where is it at? So, Bob. How do you even spell that? Oh, it didn't do it. Odin Kirk. Why I'm jealous of young parents. Why I'm jealous of young parents. Is this it? You tell me which one it is, and we'll watch it. You prefer hack and slash to Souls anyway? Well, Phantom Blade Zero will be right up your alley then. A difficulty, maybe on the highest difficulty, Phantom Blade Zero might be kind of Soulsy, but I don't know. Prefer hack and slash. Better Call Saul. What's Better Call Saul? Why I'm jealous of young parents. Is this it? Is this little short the one? Or this one? Okay, the short form vid. Okay. Let's do this one.
Who are you jealous of?
Anybody who's still got little kids at home growing up.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no question I knew what I was doing when I had kids growing up.
Yeah.
I was being a dad. I mean, that was my job. And
Yeah.
I didn't have to ask myself, what am I doing here? What am
Yeah.
I doing? How can I be a part of this world? How can I be meaningful today?
Yeah.
I didn't have to ask that question because the fucking answer is pick up everything between here and the door.
That's right.
And make
He's
sure they
spitting
get to
facts
school
right now,
and
guys. He's spitting
have a
facts.
laugh with them.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
it was, life was, I understood my purpose.
Best answer. Who are you jealous of?
Bro, that's straight facts. That is straight facts. Listen, I think about it all the time as I'm going through my day-to-day life. I'm like, you know what? I'm probably living the moments right now that I'm going to wish I could go back to in 20 years. Like, this is probably like the portion of my life I'm going to think back on the most, you know, when I have young kids running around and they're still saying cute things and doing strange stuff. And like, there's nothing better in the world that gives you more fulfillment than being a father. This is why I'm kind of sad for the state of men in society, is because so many people are telling them that, you know, women are parasites and that they will, you know, they'll cheat on you and divorce you and take half of everything you've earned, and marriage is an old concept that doesn't belong in modern society, and kids are a burden. They hold you down. You can't do anything fun anymore. There's all these lies that are being told in society right now to young men. And the actual truth is that there's nothing better in life. As long as you're living, there is nothing better than loving a good woman who loves you back, having kids with her, and raising a family. That is the pinnacle of human experience. And so many men will miss out on it because they've been lied to by all the sources around them. And it's really sad. It's really sad. But I am living it, you know, and I feel privileged to have the life that I have and the family that I have. And, but yeah, bro is spitting it right now. What he was just talking about right there, I feel that. I think about that a lot, actually. Becoming a father is your goal in life? It should be. I'm telling you, there is nothing better than raising a healthy family with a good woman. That is like your purpose. You will feel fulfilled every day. I'm 23 and have no kids. I'm not living the dream, I guess. Also, I agree. Women are bad. Well, Gen Z women. We need to clip this take. Listen, here's the truth. Women aren't bad. Men are bad at finding good women. This is the truth. Most of the men who say women are bad, where are they looking for women at? They're in the club. They're messing around with some chick that's cheating on her man with them. They are, they're friggin' all these different places, right? If you know what to look for in a woman, you'll be able to avoid all the crazy horror stories that you hear. It's just men don't know how to find good women. That's the real problem. It's not that women are bad. Now, there are a lot of bad women. I'm not going to deny that there are women out there that suck, right? There definitely are. And there's men that suck too. But if you know what to look for, it's sort of like cars. You know, there's a lot of cars out there and a lot of them suck. You'll buy it and it'll break down and you won't be able to get to work the next day. But if you know what to look for in a car, it's a lot easier to find that hidden gem that a lot of people pass by. And relationships are the same way. You have to know what to look for. If you don't know what to look for, then you're gonna get a dud, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna ruin your friggin' life. Find a godly woman and have children in the next decade or so. I'm also a proponent of getting married young. I think that the younger you get married, a lot of times it helps because you grow with the person rather than become your own person and then try and force somebody else into your life. If you get married young enough, presuming that you find someone good at a young age, then you grow together. Your life becomes a life instead of two separate lives that you try and smash together. And I think it makes things easier. Never do marriage without knowing the real reason of marriage. This is true. You have to understand. Also, people don't know what marriage means anymore. Like, till death do you part means nothing. People think that marriage is something you do because you like someone, and it's just like the next step to make it legal. They don't realize that marriage is meant to be a mingling of souls. Like, you're literally intertwined with the other person spiritually, and you become one flesh, and you live your life together. And no matter what, in sickness and in health, right? But that's not how things are gone about today. Today, it's just, yeah, I'm going to be with this person until they do something I don't like or ask something of me that I don't want. And then at that point, well, it's time to move on to the next one. Move to a small city and you'll be all right. Large cities have an influx of twisted mind women. Just marry a guy with 500K and not contribute anything. This is true. Smaller towns have more like grounded, down to earth women. I think that's true. Bro, my coworker constantly cries about not having a nice car and material BS. I'm like, dog, you have a healthy child and a wife that loves you. What are you complaining about? True. Absolutely true. It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. How and where do you find a good woman? The best place to find a good woman is exactly where good women go. Where do good women go? Stable jobs, churches, and mutual friends. People who you know that know somebody else. And so they know them too, and you know this person. Like, if you know the person that knows that person, well, if you like this person is probably going to be hanging out with somebody who's probably relatively good, right? Not always, but it's a better chance. But stable jobs and churches are the best place. And I mean, you can find women other places, but stable jobs and churches are probably the best place to find them, in my opinion. It's not due to women, they're just manipulated. That's true. Women are lied to a lot, told a lot of lies. Lack of fatherhood is one of the main contributors to our problems. Yeah, 1000%. Men don't know how to parents don't know how to parent in general, not just men, but women too. Parents don't know how to parent, and we're raising kids that suck, and so the pool of good prospects for relationships gets smaller and smaller every generation. But that's because parents don't know how to parent. It's not the kid's fault, it's the parents' fault. Young marriages. Your young marriage take is what got me to subscribe. Is it really? Wow, I didn't know that. That's not a very popular take. A lot of people will have dogged on me for that take because, it's like in today's world, it's like you need to live your life, sow your seed, be with a bunch of people, find out what you like, what you want, and then go find the person who's your soulmate who matches all that. And I'm like, F that. That sounds like a terrible idea. Find a good woman with strong principles and mold yourself to fit that. Become what you should be to fit that, because that's the best thing. Don't become somebody that you want to be. Who gives an F what you want? Be what you should be, not what you want to be. That's what you should actually do. Like 27 years in this and marriage don't wanna. Ask your parents, they know better. Some, not all parents know better. Some do though. I would never forgive cheating. I'm not into cheating. Well, in a perfect world, you never have to forgive cheating, but you know. I'm of the belief that I think you should try and work past almost everything. I think you should try. Maybe sometimes you can't, but I think you should try. A friend of mine said Grindr is a good dating website. Your friend is gay. What age range do you mean by young for marriage? Early 20s. I mean, I would say that, you know, between 20 and 25 is like a really good time to get married, in my opinion. But it's also person specific. There are some 25-year-olds, 26, 27-year-olds that are so friggin' immature and moronic. They should be like locked away from society in general, much less women. I got married at 24. I'm 35 now. If you build a life too long before marriage, you lose the opportunity to grow alongside your spouse. 1000%. Perfectly said. Dovahkiin knows how it is. That is right. If you build your life and become set in your ways, look, marriage is about compromise. You build your life and become set in your ways, it's going to be a lot harder to compromise at that point because you already have what you want. You know, like it doesn't make any sense. You need to build a life together with somebody. Moving next year and hope to find my future wife through church. That's a great place to find one. Now, just because a woman goes to church doesn't mean she's a good woman. Let's get that 1000% straight. But there's a higher chance at a church than there is at a bar or a club or something like that. In my country, mostly parents find good girl in their family for marriage. You probably live in a Muslim country, right? That sounds like a Muslim custom. As we were going off topic, let's get back to game news. I'm 23 and marriage is avoiding me like the plague. Yeah, back to video games. The hardest Souls-like in history is actually dating. Dating is the hardest Souls-like you'll ever play. We wouldn't have children until my wife could stay at home and raise our kids. First 5 years, it was most important time for a child's development. So here's another hot take. So this isn't 1000% true all the time. Obviously, this is not. It's not like a tried and true rule. But most of the time, you can raise your kids at home. You just don't want to enough. Most people don't want to make the sacrifices that it takes to not raise your kids at home, i.e. homeschool, wife stays at home, right? Most people just have their priorities misaligned to actually reach that goal. Because to do it, you have to take, you can't take as nice a vacations, you can't have as nice of a car, you don't get all the bells and whistles because it costs money, you have less income, like all these things play a role, right? Unless you just have a really good job, then you probably can still do all that stuff. But most of the time, what's holding people back is they have an ideal life they want to live, and raising your kids at home doesn't fit that life. And you'll say, I'm not gonna, I'm not wanting to do it, or I'm waiting for this, or I'm waiting for that, or we can't afford it. When in actuality, what you mean is we just don't want to do it right now with the sacrifices you would have to make. That's usually what happens. I'm pushing 24 and I'm not married. Hey, you got some time. You still got some time. Oh, you're not Muslim? That's interesting. Oh, what custom is that then? I don't know many people that have that happen that aren't Muslim. Third wave feminism is what is destroying stay-at-home moms. More power to moms. Let strangers raise their kids because the promotion is more important. I'm a huge advocate for stay-at-home mothers and homeschooling. I think that's the best way to raise a family. One, because kids were not meant to learn from other kids. Kids were meant to be around their parents and learn from their parents. When you put a kid in an environment where their biggest influences is strangers and their peers, they learn a lot of really bad things. And then you wonder why your kid has gone crazy or does all this stuff. Oh, it's because you didn't spend time teaching them life. You sent them away and they learned life from other people, and now you don't like the lessons they learned. Well, that's kind of what happens, you know. Oh, you're from India? The woman you need, which is what I realized. I feel like God will give you a good woman once you're ready. Just keep trying, guys. This is true, but that's also a trap that people fall into. As a man, you need to be a hunter. Don't sit there and wait for God to drop a woman in your lap. It's probably not going to happen. You got to go find them. You got to go out and look for one. Don't sit there and chill. Like, go out and be places where women are. Talk to them. Learn about them. And if you find someone who is good, then you pursue them, you know? You can't just sit there and wait for some chick to trip and fall into your bed or something. Children don't need much. Taking children fishing just as exciting as a trip to Hawaii. Society distorts what they think, what we think they need. Exactly. Yep. 1000%. You can look, if you raise a kid with love and attention, they will be just as happy, or a lot of times even happier, than the kid that gets to go to Hawaii or Tahiti or, you know, big lavish vacations and have cool cars and toys. Most of the time that leads to the kid being depressed and super sad and having a lot of issues, because in order to get all those things, the kid's parents was not able to pay attention to that kid. They had to spend the time working and making the money to do all that stuff. And now the kid has a bunch of issues in his teens and early 20s and all that, right? But you know, I grew up as a pretty poor kid, but my parents always loved me and I was always around them and they paid attention to me. I was able to talk to them, and I never once felt like we were poor, and I was a happy kid. It doesn't take much to raise a child. My brother is a goth, and I have been telling him it's demonic, but he won't listen. He's 17. A lot of times they won't at that age. Sometimes they gotta figure it out themselves, you know. It's semi-open world, and I'm exploring every area. Yeah, Beast of Reincarnation, yeah. Semi-open world. Very, I kind of consider it to be sort of like Neo 3 in that regard. Large open fields that you find, and you can explore a lot of it that way, but not quite as open as Neo 3. I feel like Neo 3 had larger open fields to explore, whereas Beast of Reincarnation is a little smaller in each of the bigger areas, you know. Anyway, we've gotten way off track. We talked about a lot of life stuff. I appreciate you guys all chatting with me and just chilling at the end of the stream here. We're gonna call it a night there. We'll be back on Thursday, so no stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be neck deep in remodeling my house, and then we'll be back on Thursday, probably with more Beast of Reincarnation, and we'll just continue on from where we left off tonight. I hope you all have a great night and a great tomorrow. Thanks to all the channel members for supporting me. You guys are amazing. Thanks to everyone who super chatted. You guys are awesome. You guy. Thanks, Dovahkiin. You just came in clutch again. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a great time. I'll see you again soon. Peace out.